Hello everyone, today I am going to show you how to design old age makeup. In my makeup career, I sculpted many other characters like creatures, monsters, and some aliens. But my favorite one is age makeup. In this video, I'm going to show you how to sculpt on the face mold and transfer it to the flat mold. Alright, let's get started. First, I have this paint mixed at the Home Depot, and color is the same as the NSP Chavant, the brown color, and painted on plaster mold I made last week. Then let it dry and sculpt into the hairline I had. Then I have alcohol, it's a dental liquid, and painted all over the face. I did this one 2 layers, each layer should be dried. This will make the sculpture to pop from the plaster mold. Then I'm heating up the clay in the oven. I will set the temperature to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. It will make it soft, so you don't need to hurt your fingers when you sculpt. Normally, I like to put an outline for the sculpture to go on, so I know where I'm sculpting. Especially, I painted the plaster mold into the clay color. So I'm sculpting forehead, eye bags, and nasal radial fold. I'm using the mirror to look at my face and where the wrinkle goes. Then spray a little bit of crystal clear to make the surface sticky. With the alcohol layer, normally clay doesn't stick well, so the crystal clear layer will make it easier. Now I am putting the small amount of clay, and I'm checking my face with the mirror, make sure the amount of clay is right and the position of the clay goes on the right place. At this point, you don't have to use sculpting clay. You can just use your finger. Then when you get the good shape, you use a sculpting tool to make it blended in. Right now I'm using the wooden tool, blended it into the plaster mold. Then rake tool, so there's no bumpy area. I made this rake tool with the small saw blade. Sometimes I change the position to check the angle. Next one is eye bag. Again, I'm putting the small amount little by little and using the wooden tool to blend into the plaster mold. And little by little I'm adding the wrinkles. It doesn't have to be perfect at this point. And when you add the wrinkles, try not to make a straight line. Normally, wrinkles is not straight line, it's a little bit of up and down, wavy, and in and out. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it's weak. In the beginning, when I did the forehead, it's strong, but as I sculpted it, it gets more subtle. And make sure to think about gravity. Normally, the wrinkle will happen also because of the gravity. So the meat is going to sit on top of the wrinkle. So when you sculpt, make sure that check your angle, check the angle of the sculpting tool to create the proper shape of the wrinkle. Then I'm using the powder, baby powder, to smooth out the roughness. And also this will help the chunks of the clay wood to come out from the sculpture. Then again, going back the details with the rake tool. You might have noticed that some areas I didn't put clay, just because I prefer not to cover entire face with the prosthetics. Old age, sometimes they tend to get skinnier, and by putting more prosthetics, it will make chubbier, and I just don't like that look. So the area I'm not putting the sculpture, I will use the stipple, stretch and stipple effects when I do application. Now I use the 99% alcohol to smooth it out more. And check in the shape is right. I think that's good enough for this stage. I'll do the detail later. Now regular water in the bucket. And make a slice in between the prosthetics. On this one, I put the line in between the eye back and nasal reveal fold, and the forehead and the center of the between the eyes. And put this one into the bucket of water. Make sure when you put it on, the sculpture doesn't hit the side of the bucket. And this water is going to push the clay away from the plaster. That's the reason why I put the alcohol on the plaster mold first. You see the bubble coming out? Right, next day, I pick it up from the mold, the water. Then if you take a look at it, the sculpture is slightly lifting up. I use a dental tool to gently remove it from the plaster mold. you don't want to break it. This is very thin. And I keep it in a flat board. And the eye bags. Sometimes it might break a little bit, but it's okay, you can fix it later. I'm doing the detail on a flat board, not on the positive mold, just because I wanted to show you how to make the bondo pieces. But if you want to do the transferring to the face mold individually, you can go back to another video. The title was Making the Face Mold, and each section of the face you can make it like this, then transferring to the positive mold. Like forehead is like this, and you can do nose, eyelid, lips like that. But this time I will do on a flat mold. Then before putting the clay on the board completely, I make the outline with the pencil. And put it aside. Then put the small thin layer of the clay inside of the outline and make it a little bit less bumpy with the rake tool. Then use a torch to melt the clay. This will be the glue for the sculpture to be attached on the board. Since clay is hot, try not to push too much, otherwise the sculpture itself is going to change the shape. After that, I use the duster upside down to make the clay harder again. Then using the tool to blend the edge of the sculpture to the board. Then fixing the details. Alright, I transfer all the pieces to the board. Then now I'm using the drywall sanding paper. This will make the smooth edges. Then also remove the bumpiness. Then I use the alcohol, 99% alcohol, with the same drywall sanding paper. This will make even smoother. Now I am using the chip brush and the alcohol, especially around the wrinkles. If I use sandpaper, it will make it completely flat. So I rather use chip brush for that. And the eye bags especially. Next step is the skin texture. I use a pencil. It's not too sharp. It's a little bit dull. And use a plastic wrap on top of the clay. And one by one, I'm making the line with it. You can use a sculpting tool, but I like using a pencil just because I can change the sharpness. Then use a baby powder to smooth out. I'm doing this process of the sculpture. Sometimes I use cat brush, but for this old age, I wanted to use a pencil technique. Alright, that's it for the designing the old age makeup. The next video, I am going to show you how to mold this sculpture. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.